The Panthers are 11 fucking points ahead of us. They're going to win the goddamn league 3 years in a fucking row. 3 years in a goddamn row, the Florida Panthers are going to win the entire NHL. Oh my god, yeah, the Florida fucking Panthers. Oh my fucking god. I want to fucking die because of that. The Florida Panthers are not going to ever lead the fucking league 3 years in a row. It is not going to fucking happen. It is not going to fucking happen, alright, Florida? I don't care. They don't even have any fucking fans, alright? It is not going to fucking happen 3 years in a row. Maybe 1 year. Maybe 1 year. Maybe 1.5. But 3 years in a row is not going to fucking happen. So this month of February, I want to see Buffalo and our team come together and secure ourselves as a true playoff contender, starting here against the Seattle fucking Krakens. 5-1 win. That's what I want to see. Going up against Anaheim at home. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. Mattias Janmark for Rosen. Rosen for Janmark. 5 points for Jack Quinn. Okay. Place player, stop the simulation, Ben Hutton, best lines. Again, I want to stop so I can actually fucking see the simulation. 2-1 shootout loss, followed by a 4-2 loss. 3-0 win to the Boston Bruins. UPL's back in the lineup. Take out Jonathan Quick for UPL. Okay. Gucci should be back in the lineup. I'll take him out for Yarmark. Columbus Blue Jackets 5-4 win, followed by a 3-0 loss. Minnesota Wild. Casey Middlestat is now going to be out with a sprained ankle until March 2nd. Till March motherfucking 2nd. Put Kemp. I'm going to put Kemp as the first line center. Colorado, 7-6 shootout loss. The LA Kings have fired their head coach, Raphael Dubois. LA Kings then follow that with a fucking win over us. The worst, one of the worst teams in the league just beat us 4-1. As we are tied. We are literally tied for a goddamn playoff spot. We are literally tied for a fucking wild card playoff spot. Way to fucking go, boys. Way to fucking go. Let's get to the final game before the trade deadline. Drake Coglia sprains his ankle till March 10th. Oh yeah, that's what I love to fucking say. Fuck you, fucking piece of shit. Everyone's getting fucking hurt. Yarmark in for Middlestat. Middlestat comes out. Put him back in the bird line. Now we're gonna put in our center. Alright, Yarmark. There we go. Fucking put in Yarmark. Fuck's sakes. Keep him as that fucking fourth line center. Casey Middlestat's back. Continue. Finish. Oh, look. We've split 1-1 so far. Season tickets are going okay. 7-2 win over the Flames. All right, so this is to pretty much secure ourselves as that number 3 seed. First period, we've already gone up. Keandre Miller and Jack Quinn scoring on Samonov. Second period, Casey Middlestat scoring. 3-0 lead for Buffalo. And third period, we ruined the shutout. We kind of choke in the final 10 minutes. Yoko Haru scoring in the 11th. Comfer scoring for the Washington Capitals. And Evgeny Kuznetsov scoring for the Washington Capitals. We win 4-2, though. The day before the trade deadline. All right, so our season record is 33, 20, and 8. All right, so we're not. We are that far behind. We have 8 overtime losses. That is the most in the league. Well, tied for the most. Blackhawks have 8. Blues have 9. Coyotes have 9. Flyers have 10. And Capitals have 9. Okay. Penguins have 8. So there have been a lot of overtime games. But that's okay. I mean, I'm just happy that we are in that playoff positioning. Like, our destiny really is on our hands, all right? The last wildcard team is at 66 points. We're currently at 74. So we do have an advantage on that wild card. It's more of like keeping our sense of that wild card, all right? Nathan McKinnon, 59 points in 61 games played. I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. All right, so let's take a look at these lines. So our first line doing okay. Second line is okay. Okay, third line good. Fourth line, everyone but Matthias Janmark is good as well. Defensively, holy shit, our first line is killing it. Justin Falk having himself quite the season, kind of looking like his Carolina self with us right now. Yeah, defense is looking really good. Goaltending wise, playing rather well as well. UPL 16, 14, and 6. Yep. Vincent Venick 16, 6, and 2. Five fucking shutouts. 5 shutouts for fucking Vincent Venick. I don't know. Our team's got that potential, dude. As always, our team's got that potential. It's just, will we take advantage of it? I don't know. It's really unfortunate, but I really don't know. Let's take a look at the trade targets. So for our team, I really want to increase kind of that defensive presence. All right, 83, 82, 85, 82, 80. All right, I really want to increase that defensive zone presence. So if there's like a really top-notch defenseman, I might want to try to trade for him at the trade deadline. That's kind of like my idea. So there's Jeff Skinner again. How has Jeff Skinner been doing with Anaheim? So since we traded him, 22 points and 25 points. He's only had 1 point in 2 games played this season. So Jeff Skinner's, even though he's getting paid $9 million, Anaheim is not really using him. A lot of defensemen want to give up by the Coyotes. -4, -11. Okay, I'm not interested in any of you. Oh, Christian +4. All PK lines though. No. Rasmus Anderson, DK, PK. Oh, PK and defensive line too. 84. 4.2 for another year. Rasmus Anderson. Rasmus Anderson. Gives the puck away a lot, though, is the thing. Brandon Montour. Brandon Montour is a better, but he takes the puck away less than he gives it away. It's a thing, still. Travis Hamonic, no. Alex Newhook. Drew motherfucking Doughty, defensive pairing number 2 as a two-way defenseman. He's a -21. Still gives more puck away more than he takes it away. But he puts up points as a defenseman. He's kind of iffy. It really depends on what what pair he gets him on. Jared Spurgeon, great defenseman. 3 years, $7 million yoink. Okay. Minnesota kind of has my attention. Merlisnik, oops. St. Louis, Merlisnik for a second. Just Tang to the second. Fucking Torrey Krug is the second. St. Louis, too. There's opportunities for a big name player to come. There are opportunities. Wow, Ty Nelson would be a really good player. Possibly. There's opportunities for defensemen to come to Buffalo. It's whether or not we're willing to pull the motherfucking trigger, right? So for the second year in a row, Nathan MacKinnon's kind of leading Buffalo in points, all right? 59 points in 61 games played. He is once again leading us in goals, and he's actually not leading us in assists. He's tied with Galchenyuk, and he's being led by Rasmus Dahlin, who is supposed to be a franchise defenseman. And we're led by Dahlin and Folk. So Justin Folk kind of having himself a rejuvenated career. He's plus 26, 26 points in 58 games played. He's kind of having that Carolina Hurricanes type year. So I believe in Justin Folk. I think him and Dahlin are going to do quite a lot many good things in this league. I really don't have that much of a problem for him. Penalty minutes, oh wow. That's kind of surprising. Power play. Campbell's on the second line. He has 0 power play points. Wow. McKinnon better at Olsen, Milstead. Okay. I just want to say AHL. Wow, that is not good at all. Our defenseman is leading our team in fucking points. Kind of a defensive player to try to bolster our defense. It seems to be where we're kind of lacking. I'm not entirely sure, though. Maybe a nice kind of defensive player would be nice to have on it. It looks like Isaac Rosen, a playmaker, kind of works on that second line to get that +5, even though he isn't exactly a line fit. But Isaac Rosen playing basically like an 81 overall in his rookie kind of campaign here on that second line. He is 7 points in 14 games played. As that kind of 21-year-old, we originally had Jack Quinn in there, which is a second-line player. Perfectly fits in on that second line. 21 points in 61 games played. So Jack Quinn not quite having the same season as he did last year. But we don't want to blame that on it. It could just be, he's a sophomore. People are kind of focusing on him now, which is why we kind of moved him down to that third line with Andreas Kemp. Maybe Isaac Rosen can kind of have that breakout year with these two players. Who really knows? But let's get on up into the trade deadline. We are 100% buyers. We need to get to the Stanley Cup. Let's enter the trade deadline, kind of see how or who is available right now. So we got Mantha, Stamkos. These are the top 10 players. So the top 10 players are Anthony Mantha, Steven Stamkos, Blake Wheeler, Evander Kane, Kasperi Kapanen, Dylan Larkin, Drew Doughty, Taylor Hall, Quentin Byfield, and Alexander Newhook. And already there seems to be a trade. The Colorado Avalanche trade Alexander Newhook to the Detroit Red Wings for the 2025 first-round pick and Krinikov. So already Alexander Newhook getting shipped off to his new team. Jacob Slavin. See, there's Jared Spurgeon. This is the man that we were looking at last episode. Okay, so there's Patrick Moon. I didn't mean to do that. I don't want to do that. So I want to take a look at Minnesota Wild defenseman Jacob Spurgeon. He's 35 years of age. He's got 3 years left. He is an X Factor. He supposedly is an X Factor. He fits that second line. He can play right defenseman. Trade alert. St. Louis Blues are trading Rasmus Ristolainen and Eric Gustafsson to the Edmonton Oilers in exchange for a second and Stuart Skinner. Oh, not bad, not bad, not bad. So I would give them Fritz. So for Spurgeon, we'll give them Fritz. I'm kind of tempted. I'll give them Matthias Janmark, sure. San Jose making a trade, trading Hill, a 2026 third to Minnesota in exchange for a second and a fourth. So would you do Matthias Janmark and Fritz for Jared Spurgeon? We'd be over the salary cap. So we would need you to just slightly eat. Let's just do like... Columbus trades a 2026 second and a third to St. Louis in exchange for Buchnevich and a 2026 third. I want to say that they eat like half of his contract. Okay, so they're going to eat half of his contract. They get Matthias Janmark and Fritz. Okay. Detroit trades Kuhlman, Bedard, and Trauma. Maple Leafs gets Tristan Jarry. Okay. Or will they get Jarry? Let's see. Let's switch the line in. Alimata. Alimata from the top four. We know he's potentially an elite. 22 games. 30 years of age. Is he a left or right defenseman? He's a left defenseman. That's not really what we want. We need right defenseman. I wish I could sort by that. Petrie, Kuchtanov, Brandon Shea. Minnesota trades Jared. There it is. Jared Spurgeon, a third and a third to Vegas in exchange for Bo Horvat and Volkov. Okay, so there's that trade. So Jared Spurgeon no longer on the table for us. A little unfortunate. We did try to acquire him, but just didn't happen. Just didn't happen. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Maybe we trade for a forward. Maybe we do trade for a forward. We want someone who kind of has low trade value. Alright, so these guys have high. Taylor Hall kind of has low. Bring Hall back to Buffalo. Could. This is kind of where it gets interesting, though. Jordan Kyrou, or Cairo. So Jordan Cairo, he'd fit our first line, power play, and penalty kill. He's a +6. He does put up points. Not much of a power play guy. Takes away the puck more than he gives it away. So St. Louis seems to be a common theme. So maybe we want to make a trade with the St. Louis Blues. Okay, so St. Louis, what are they interested in giving away? Sunny, Chris Letang, Kyrou, Blow, and Andreas Johnson. Andreas Johnson fits that third line role. Left wing. This is his first plus season. Well, second plus season. Takeaways, same as giveaways. Decline. Okay. And there's James Reimer. Oh, LA Kings trade a fifth for Kublik and a fifth from the Chicago Blackhawks. So we're going to trade Kyrou we're going to trade for Kyrou, and I think we're going to trade for veteran Chris Letang too. I think picking up a nice veteran presence that can put up some points might be nice for this team. Nashville trades a sixth to New York Islanders in exchange for a third. Mikheyev a fifth and a sixth. We'll pick up what they actually traded later. So let's see. What do we want to trade in response? Not Vanev. Fritz. We'll trade Fritz, a defenseman. Henry Yokoharu. Nah, we'll trade Klo over Yokoharu. Or should we do Rathborn? We'll do Rathborn over either of them. The Anaheim Ducks trade 2025 second and Nelson, a defenseman, and a third to Boston in exchange for 2025 second and Jake DeBrusk. Okay, interesting. This year, just get rid of all of our picks. So we're trading Fritz, Rathborn, a sixth, a fifth, and a fourth, which would only leave us with a third in this year's draft to the St. Louis Blues in exchange for Chris Letang and Cairo. Okay. So let's do that again. We're trading him Prospect, not Vannon, Fritz, and a defenseman in Rathborn. And then we're trading a fourth, a fifth, and a sixth for Cairo. Let's have them eat some of Chris Letang's salary. We want them to eat half of Chris Letang's salary this season. Wouldn't happen. Okay. So we need them to eat half of both these players' contracts. Okay. Detroit Red Wings make a trade. They trade their 2026 first and a 2025 seventh to the LA Kings in exchange for Quentin Byfield. All right, so the Detroit Red Wings kind of going all in this season, trying to pick up, well, next season especially, for a nice pickup piece. Not bad, not bad. Okay, get those picks. Fourth, fifth, sixth. Let's see if this is going to work. Okay. So let's try a third, a sixth, and a seventh. Let's see if I can get this with some kind of pick combination. Third, fourth, and fifth. So, okay, there we go. So we could get that for 2/3, a fourth, Rathburn, and Fitz. We could get Chris Letang and right winger Jordan Kyrou. Kyrou could work on our first line, and he does put up points. All right, as we can see here, he does put up points. He's a plus player, Jordan Kyrou from St. Louis. He hits. He takes the puck away just as much as he gives it away. And we can pick up Chris Letang. Is that 100% necessary? So defenseman-wise, let's see. Overall, pick up Chris Letang. He would place either Yokoharu. He would replace Yokoharu. Montreal Canadiens trade a 2026 second and a 2025 second, along with Adams, to Calgary in exchange for Mangia and a 2026 seventh. So that would replace Yokoharu, basically. It's a +0. For 2/3 and a fourth. We would have to re-sign both of them. Pittsburgh Penguins trade Kasperi Kapanen in 2026 fifth to the Ottawa Senators in exchange for a 2025 second and Bakanov. Okay. And that third liner would be replacing short-term Rosen. I just feel like that is a good depth pickup for us to, like, secure our position. Even if we don't play them that much, that's a good pickup. Kyrou and Letang. Fritz. All right, Florida Panthers are making a trade now. They trade their first-round pick in Lombardi to the Calgary Flames in exchange for Rasmus Anderson and a 2026 fourth-round pick. So 2/3 and a fourth. Fuck. All right, I wasted too much time. I am sorry. These are the trades for this year's deadline. Buffalo did not participate in this year's deadline. They thought that they have enough pieces. You know, we took a look, and we were interested in St. Louis. But we never pulled the trigger. We never truly pulled the trigger. Edmonton placing Cody Ceci on waivers, and I think I just claimed him. Yeah, I did just claim him. Cody Ceci with Edmonton. He's a plus player. So we actually did pick up a defenseman. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. Okay, so we'll keep CC. So we actually picked up a defenseman. That's not bad. So we got more depth at defense for our positioning. Forward wise, not so much. Kairu would have been good, but maybe that depth pick in the 3rd round will actually wind up helping us out. So let's get to the end of March. So we're gonna start off. Still the same old line. Dracoglia, fully healed. This is where things get interesting. So we can move Coglia back into the lineup. That would get the +3 here. Okay, that would get the +3 here on that 4th line. Okay. Cogley is there on that 3rd line. Okay, we're going to keep Rosen. We're going to keep playing Rosen, boys. Stop the simulation. Best lines. We won our first game following the deadline against the New York Islanders 4-2. Up against the Florida Panthers, we win 5-4 in a shootout. Rasmus Dahlin has now broke his foot until May 2nd. So he's going to be missing the playoffs with a broken foot. Chloe. Yeah. Haru up, Chloe down, Lindholm. Okay. Okay, and Chloe here. Boom. Alright, stop the simulation again. I don't know if I hit best line, so I did not. Okay. And make sure I didn't replace, like, cancel an injured player or anything. Best line to down there. Scratch. Gian Mark. Okay. No. Everything seems to be fine. We do have 2 losses back-to-back, which I do not appreciate. Well, let's see how it goes. New York Islanders at home. 4-2 loss. And we are in a wild card spot. 4-1 loss. Another loss to the Maple Leafs. Isaac Rosen. Sore hip. Hurt until April 3rd. Motherfucker. Mark, go in there. We're going to put Jack Quinn on that 2nd line. Detroit, 1-0 win. Place player. Best lines. New Jersey Devils, 5-4 loss. Florida Panthers, 2-1 win. And a 3-2 loss to the Montreal Canadiens. So we're looking to be a wild card team again. Just like last year, it's kind of coming down to that buzzer beater. We do have a little bit more of a stretch of a lead going into the Stanley Cup playoffs, but it's still, we could miss out. We 100% could miss out on this playoffs. So, St. Louis Blues on the road. We get a point. Still not secured our playoffs. 103 points. Looks like there's a President's Trophy chase happening between the Florida Panthers again and the Edmonton Oilers. So heading on in to the not LA, but the Las Vegas Knights. Okay, the Las Vegas Knights, Golden Knights. They're 81 points, so they are a potential playoff contender. We need a win. We need a win to tie the Lightning at 3. We can 100% land the second overall position. LA Kings at home. Isaac Rosen coming back in the lineup. Matthias Janmark, -6. We're going to put Rosen, who was a -1, back in there for the second line. We lose 4-1. Back at home against the Colorado Avalanche. Shootout win, 2 points. That's a huge win for us for 2 points. Still tied in a game ahead of the Montreal Canadiens behind us. Playing against the Ottawa Senators. Still at home. Looking for a dub. 4-2 loss. At home against the Detroit Red Wings. Jacob Perreault going to now be coming back into the lineup. We'll be taking Isaac Rosen out of the lineup for Jacob Perreault. All right, go to roster moves. Send down Isaac Rosen. A 4-2 win over the Red Wings. Still haven't secured the spot yet. Very close. I think we're just one win potentially away from securing our playoff spot. We are at home against the Arizona Coyotes. 3-2 loss. On the road against the Tampa Bay Lightning now. 3-1 loss. We are choking. We are fucking choking. That's what we're fucking doing here. New York Rangers now at home. 5-3 win. And your Buffalo Sabres are making the playoffs for the 4th year in a row. For sure. Pittsburgh Penguins. We win 4-2. Let's quick sim / slow sim kind of this last game of the season. Period number 1, tied game. Period number 2, we're up 3-1. Jacob Perreault, Jack Quinn, and Connor Bedard scoring for Buffalo. Michael Zibanejad scoring on Vanek for the Rangers. And we win this game 4-2. Olofsson scoring for Buffalo. So we win the final game. So we actually go into the playoffs on a 3-game winning streak. Montreal Canadiens again missing the playoffs. So Jack Eichel has only had 1 playoff series with the Montreal Canadiens since we've had them. The Rangers with Dylan Cousins have made the playoffs this year. So we do have to get to deal with Dylan Cousins. But I don't know. I don't know if that's really going to be it, boys. I don't know. All right. So this season, we had nobody who was a point per game. Nobody who was a point per game. Nathan MacKinnon, 81 points in 82 games played. Second place for points. Victor Olofsson on that third line, 64 points in 78 games played. Connor Bedard with MacKinnon, 61 points in 82 games played. First line, Casey Middlestat, 57 points in 78 games played. Plus minus goes to Rasmus Dahlin with plus 33 with his partner, Justin Folk, at plus 26. Then Victor Olofsson at plus 18. Minus players go to Kale Klo with a minus 20. Hampus Lindholm with a minus 10. Drake Coglia with a minus 9. So we got a lot of minus players here. That's something we're not quite used to. Might have to correct. Most penalty minutes goes to Connor Bedard, tied with Josh Anderson, which is a real surprise. Power play points goes to Nathan MacKinnon, Connor Bedard, and then Victor Olofsson. All right, so let's look at this rookie skaters. 28 points for Joakim Kemmel this season, and Nathan Gauthier had 13. Even though Joakim Kemmel was on the power play, he had 0 power play points, which is kind of fucking bullshit. Right? Bullshit. Looking at our goaltending, looks like Vitek Vanek seems to be that goaltender who's getting us those wins, as UPL actually had a minus season, 24, 25, and 7 with 1 shutout. Why Vitek Vanek went 17, 6, and 2 with 5 shutouts. Look like Vanek is going to be our starting goaltender for the Stanley Cup playoffs this season. Very, very interesting. Taking a look around the league. Let's see what's happening. I didn't mean to skip across. My bad. Connor McDavid leading the league with 116 points in 82 games played, followed by Anton Lundell, 106 points in 81 games played, and then Leon Draisaitl's 104 points in 82 games played. Assists leaders goes to Jonathan Huberdeau with 65, Brandon Point with 64, and then there's a tie for third between Miro Heiskanen and Connor McDavid. Goal leaders this season going to go to Patrick Laine, followed by Connor McDavid. Oops, accidentally skipped. Patrick Laine, followed by Connor McDavid, and then Anton Lundell. Plus minus going to go to Aaron Ekblad with a plus 54. Then there's a tie for second place between Mackenzie Weegar and Anton Lundell. Penalty minutes. Marcus Johansson going to be getting 200 penalty minutes this season. Not looking like the best player, honestly. Power play points. Nathan McKinnon leading the league in power play points, though. He might be voted most valuable player again for his team. All right, let's see. Takeaways. Most takeaways goes to Alex DeBrincat, followed by Sidney Crosby, and then Leon Draisaitl. Most giveaways, Carson Soucy, Nedavara, and Michael Del Zotto. Who's got the most fights this season? Marcus Johansson, yeah. Followed by Skudry. Kind of interesting to see a first-round pick, especially the third overall pick, fighting the most in the league, kind of trying to prove his spot. What's his X factor? He is a grinder, so I guess that can be expected. He's a very physical player, Marcus Johansson, at 5'11". Potential to have quick draw, which is basically just he's great at face-offs, but he's a left winger, so he's not really great at face-offs. But that's going to do it for the points this season. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment. If you didn't, I'm sorry. Hopefully we'll be able to figure it out in the postseason, though, as we are going to be looking to take on... Who are we taking on? The New Jersey Devils. Ooh. Going to be a battle of New York versus New Jersey again. Till then, boys, see you next time.